Welcome back, traders. After a dump right out of the gate, markets absolutely stampeded higher, led by the Dow to new all-time highs. With trade deficits shrinking and silver smashing barriers, we're staring down a holiday push that looks like it's got some serious legs to it. You're tuned into the Stock Market Summary series, and as you guys know, none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just here to provide market commentary and education, but nothing we say here is financial advice. Okay, let's get into it. So today felt like a classic rotation play, wouldn't you say? A really decisive move away from the high-flying tech names.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the market just shed all that Fed euphoria from yesterday. And the Dow ripping higher like that, well, tells you exactly where the conviction is.
It's in the cyclicals. Broad strength. Even with that expected tech breather, Oracle's earnings certainly didn't help things over there.
Not at all. And it's fascinating how you can see that split right in the indices. The QQQ dipped, 0.32%, but the SPY still managed to edge up to another closing high.
And the real firepower was in the DIA, ripping 1.35%. Blue chips were on a mission.
They were. And let's not forget the small caps. That's the real health check for the market's internals.
Exactly. IWM kept its record streak going, adding another 1.17%. It validates that breakout confirmation we were talking about last week. The volume was there.
The volume cues have been solid, confirming that risk-on appetite. And that sentiment was just overwhelmingly in financials and industrials, XLF, XLI, both rocketing to new highs.
It's a huge move, and it builds on that bearish negation we saw last session. They're moving above those critical resistance trend lines.
Which is basically a bet against a sharp economic slowdown, right? It's highlighting some prime long setups, especially if the dollar keeps showing weakness.
But, while those sectors are flying, we have to watch the pockets of risk. I'm looking at real estate, at XLRE.
Yeah, that's a good one to watch. Climbed a little, but it's still below that key support trend line on its weekly symmetrical triangle.
And that's critical.
It is. If XLRE fails to, claw back above that level soon, you're left with a really tight consolidation. The potential for a fade gets a lot sharper. We're watching for that coiled energy.
Okay, so let's shift to some individual movers. Let's talk about the charts that really stood out today. First, solar, FSLR, just a monster day.
It sure did. FSLR broke out of a symmetrical triangle, breaching that resistance trend line. The challenge now, though, is the horizontal resistance from that November 5th close.
Right around 278.
Exactly. And that level is acting like a concrete ceiling right now.
And that, it brings us to a core trading principle. Confirmation volume. It's absolutely key to validating these breakouts.
You can't just chase it.
No, you can't. You wait for the setup to confirm. You stick to your rules. And, well, that focus on odds-weighted entries and ironclad risk rules is exactly the kind of thing we teach in depth in the Grok Trade Mentorship program.
And FSLR isn't the only one. Look at Lemonade, LMND. It confirmed that apex tension we were tracking broke out of its ascending triangle today. On good volume, too.
Then you have AMPX. Amprius, defending its symmetrical triangle support just perfectly. It's consolidating so tightly.
All these charts are just screaming coiled energy. They're building for a potential pop.
As always, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, drop it in the comments. We might cover it in an upcoming episode. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate these market summaries, do us a big favor and hit that like button. It's totally free and helps us out in a big way. And click subscribe, too, so you don't miss a beat. You can always unsubscribe later.
And the backdrop for all this conviction is the market still sort of chewing on the Fed's third straight 25 basis point trim. Rates are sitting in that 3.5 to 3.75% range.
Right. But here's where we connect the dots back to that cyclical strength. The bright spot was the BEA's trade data. The U.S. goods and services deficit, it narrowed sharply, down to $52.8 billion.
And a shrinking deficit like that, well, it means we're exporting more than we're importing.
Which is a sign of sustained domestic economic health. It's a huge data point supporting that soft landing call that's fueling the run in XLI and XLF right now.
And that industrial conviction just spilled right over into commodities. I mean, look at SLV. It exploded higher today.
Up 2.76%. It surged right out of that high base formation we spotted last week.
Yep. And now it's probing those all-time highs, really fueled by those same industrial demand tailwinds. GLD was up too, over 1%.
Even crypto is trying to flip the script a little bit. Bitcoin rallied 1%. But critically, it's putting in higher swing highs and lower swing lows.
And that structure is what we're watching. It suggests a potential new uptrend if, and it's a big if, it holds that higher swing low, volume on the upticks is going to be the real conviction tell.
That's what we need for confirmation.
Days like this, defined by that strong cyclical conviction and, SLV's base follow-through explosion, they show exactly why our mentorship sharpens your edge. It's about wiring these pattern reads and these ironclad risk rules right into your everyday playbook.
So we're pinning today's action on that lingering dovish echo from the Fed, combined with some real trade optimism. So what's your read on FSLR approaching that crucial 278 ceiling? Does she break out or consolidate more? Drop it in the comments. We wish you a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.